Hello, hello. This is Justin Harp, and this is my final presentation for EDRL 471 2003 uh, of 2024 spring. I honestly wasn't sure if I needed to make this presentation or not because there was like two homeworks for like the final presentation, and I'm just hoping that I did the right one. But I did both of them just in case, which kind of took some time. My case study. So my case study, I learned a lot about my case study, Olive. I didn't even know that she learned ASL at the start. This was because she was categorized as, it was possible that before birth she might have been born deaf, so that's why she learned ASL. She still knows some from this day, but schools don't really teach it all that much, so she's been kind of getting rusty. Uh, she comes from a military background kind of life. Uh, that makes her more focused and more committed and dedicated. And like she's got a strict procedure and schedule when they get home. Like they do their homework right away and whatnot. So that's why when she transferred over here to like a public Title I school, she started struggling with school and she started struggling with homework because she doesn't have that kind of routine and regimen anymore. There were a lot of things that I really learned a lot about my case study that I only found out after doing this. Uh, and what really sucks is that like back then in her military school, she had a lot of like Spanish learning opportunities. The school even had moments where all of the teachers and parents would be able to talk in Spanish to each other, just to like open up that kind of uh, communication line and have a Spanish learning too. But now in like her new school, um, it's like they don't really teach her any other language, not even Spanish really. I mean, there's like some special events, but that's like once in a blue moon, so it doesn't really count as like multilingual learning opportunities. It really does suck that her other languages are not being nurtured as properly as it could be, but it could be better, you know. Uh, Other things that I learned was like, so my learning frame was about how my student or the student I was tutoring was not really getting like the best education. Like the teacher was kind of ignoring her, and like teacher expectations set like how the student will learn, and that made her kind of slack off and not work as hard as she would have in back in her old military school where everyone had the highest expectations of her, and like she was actually a pretty good student over there. And like I mentioned back in like the old slides, is that there's not really a lot of learning opportunities for people with other languages, especially her first language or native language, which was ASL, American Sign Language. So yeah, I learned a lot from my peers. They really helped me with like making sure that my website actually looked like a website instead of like a wall of text. That's what it looked like at the start. And after a whole lot of communicating with the group and talking to both of them, that's where we exchanged ideas. It was really helpful. I learned how to make the website, like I mentioned, and they learned from me how to like format their questions and answers. Because before it was just a straight up answer with no context, so it was kind of hard to understand their websites. But yeah, I put that on their website. Where was it? Oh shoot, yeah, um, yeah. This was my comment. Uh, yeah, because like they also copied like the terms from the teacher word for word, which I'm kind of scared they might get in trouble for plagiarizing, but I also noted that and hopefully they changed it. Um, what was the other one? The other one that I learned is that like how shoot like a positive versus a negative kind of mindset going into it. You know, like I learned a whole lot from this class that we should be careful with how we categorize and term like our students. Like English deficient is probably not gonna raise their morale and boost their confidence, which is why I love these newer terms like multilingual learner, which shows that yeah, they know a lot of languages and that means that they're smart. Just because they're not as proficient in English as of yet does not mean that they cannot succeed and they are not smart. So I love these new terms that I'm learning. And I also love like funds of knowledge, like using the community's uh, knowledge to like further boost everyone's education for an overall, just overall better, you know, like. And I think that's it. Yeah, the beauty of like multiculturalism is really pronounced in this class, and I think that's all I have to say for my presentation. I'm sorry because like I'm kind of sick. You can just end the video here, but yeah, I was kind of sick and like I wasn't really feeling good. That's why the homework was a little bit late. I'm sorry. I'm also sorry for like how basic this presentation is. I just kind of learned just this week. I don't even know how to record a presentation properly. So, uh, thank you and good night for watching.